G'day, here with Wavelengths Music, talking to TEN12. How are we today, boys?
What's going on? How we doing?
Yeah, good mate, good mate.
Yep. Yeah, so I just want to get to know you boys a little bit better. I discovered your music recently and been fucking frothing it. Honestly, it's I love the sound. I think it's something that it is lacking a bit nowadays, and you're just bringing it back, and I really, really enjoy it. I just want to know a bit about you and what's coming up. So I know you boys met in high school, if I'm correct, and I just want to know how the chemistry was off the bat.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, like, yeah, we met in high school. I'm Liam, and next to me is Luke as well.
I'm Luke. This is Jack here. I'm Jack.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
high school romance, wasn't it?
Chemistry, I'll take this one. Chemistry was, it made it really easy because Luke and Liam were already friends. Yeah. And then myself and then Ethan, who's not with us today.
What happened to him?
He's fucking gone. May his base rest in peace.
Oh, really?
No, he's just not here. But no, so we were already mates, and these two were mates, and so us hanging out, we already had that connection to at least one other person that made breaking the ice easier.
It
wasn't as awkward. That's for sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So yeah.
And he's your teacher that brought you together, right?
Oh, well, one of our teachers.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like one of our music teachers. She was kind of like, "There's this school talent show coming up, and I think you guys should all get together." So she told me to go and find Jack, and I'm pretty sure she told you to go and find me as well. And so it kind of just worked out like that.
Lovely.
I was kind of scared to approach him actually because it was daunting going with someone like in 2 grades above me and like, "Oh, you want to come play guitar with me, man?" Like,
he's a scary bloke too.
Yeah, so
like,
you know, so it was kind of it was kind of awkward there, but I mean, once we started hanging out, it kind of just worked and
lovely.
It was great.
Well, you can see it now. It's gelled.
Yeah, it's kind of like family now. Like we've been hanging out with each other for too long. I actually hate it. So
it sucks. Controversial second place in high school as well for a certain gig. I feel like there's more to it.
Yeah. I think there was a bit of personal hate towards us.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Vendettas were made.
No, there was a snake that came into the actual assembly hall. Like a real snake came in, made its way into something. I don't know, made its way into something, and halfway through the song, now everyone was like, "There's a fucking snake!" And there was
like a genuine,
like an actual live snake has made its way into the.
It was like give a bit of context. So basically, we came together for this school talent show, which is called A Factor. You know, X Factor. It's just Aspley's. Aspley's where we're from. Yeah, so A Factor, we came together for that, and we played the night and had such a good time. But then, look, I don't know if it's just because we can't handle the fact of defeat. We're gonna blame the snake because there was a live, like a genuine snake, like slither into the auditorium while another act was playing, and for some reason the judges just gave him some brownie points for that
because the crowd was going.
The crowd was going nuts, and they kept going.
Teachers coming up to the stage and like, "There's a fucking snake! Let's get out of here!" Like grabbing the snake,
and the judges were like, "That's entertaining.
That's entertaining."
We need that."
Well, I think for
so we're gonna shout out to the snake. We're blaming that.
Fuck the snake. I reckon it was a plant.
Oh, 100%. It was huge.
Is that? Yeah. Well, there's a bit of rivalry there for the rest of school, I guess.
Oh, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
At the time, we were like, "Oh, we just want to win or whatever." But looking back, we're friends with the other bands that we were at school with. Like, I don't think you can hear me better now. We're all close and friends and stuff now. So looking back, it's like, oh, it was pretty silly. All the rivalry, but it just at the time felt like you were so in it, and it like
definitely, mate. Yeah.
It was all new for us as well.
Like Beatles and the Rolling Stones, but an Aspley. Like,
no, I disagree with that.
We're not any of them.
We're actually, not those. But yeah, no, it was just all exciting and new for us because it was like the first time that I'd ever done something like that.
Yeah.
And like the reaction we got from playing that night, and like I don't even know how many people were there. It would have been.
That was like a full assembly hall.
It was a full assembly hall, and you know, Liam and I were in grade 10, and we're like, this is awesome. Like, we're gonna keep doing this. So we like literally decided after that night, we're like, when are we practicing? Like,
I love that.
It kind of just went from there, man.
Yeah, it seems like you've come a bloody long way since too. So.
Yeah, and it's good that we've stuck together.
Onwards and upwards.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But then the number 50 and the triple Z would have been a nice comfort for that.
I was starting
sick.
to, like, when I got to 80, I was like, nah, we're not.
Yeah, right.
I kind of like gave up, and I was, but Jack and Sam were at a party at Sam's house, and it came on. 50.
We did through our group chat at the time, because I think like a couple of us were tuning in and out. We were listening. Sam and I were listening to most of it. It got down to it's like 80, and then we were like just making jokes like, oh, you know, we're finished around. And then it got to like 51, and it was like a Betty Ray's song, and I mean, I'm definitely a huge Betty Ray's fan. And then I think I literally said in the chat was like, Betty Ray's are on, we're not beating this, game's over. And then it was like 50. Bang, 10-12.
Wild, man.
And then it was awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, this is rigged or something.
Yeah. They let a snake go in.
Someone paid money for this.
There's a snake at 4 Triple Z headquarters.
You just mentioned the Stones before and the Beatles. I know that you boys have a few of those older, like 60s, 70s bands that really influence you. I love that. I think that's so good. That's what I was talking about at the start, about you bringing that kind of sound back. Yeah. I hear a little bit of Black Keys in there, honestly. Yeah. I don't know, maybe that's just my deaf ears, but I love it all. Who, in regards to Stones, Beatles, who else would be up there for you boys? Yeah.
We've got... You go.
Yeah, it's hard to like pinpoint exactly who our biggest influences would be, because there's so many.
Love that.
Like,
I feel like we draw different things from different bands as well. Like, and we're constantly evolving with our music taste as well. So like when we first started, you know, I remember Jack and I were really into AC/DC, and like I just discovered Zeppelin at like when I was 16, so I was pretty late to like find out that kind of stuff. And then now we're all listening to different kind of stuff like Ballpark Music and King Gizzard and the
Big
Lizard
shout out to
Wizard.
Ballpark, man.
Absolutely,
they're my favourite band of all time.
I was
yeah, 7 times I've seen those fuckers. I love them. Yeah. We'll go to the next one.
Yeah.
I feel like I was a bit late to coming onto the Ballpark train, but I was like, you know, but I still think sometimes now we still draw like inspiration from so many older bands, and then sometimes newer bands, and
great.
Like with the covers that we're learning now, we want to try and learn like covers from Ballpark and even the Black Keys as well. So
nice.
So we're trying to go from there.
Big Oasis.
Big Oasis, Nirvana, Silverchair,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. But
I think our biggest, like we have tend to like discover and really get into a few bands at the same time. Like someone will find, and then they'll listen to it a lot, and we're hanging out all the time, so we'll listen to it. And sometimes like there's one that we all really like, for example Oasis, but I think one that had the biggest influence was probably Zeppelin, because we were all like, these guys are just unreal. And so
still are.
Not news though, but I think on influences like that, I think that was probably one of our biggest.
I love that.
Yes, yeah.
So I'll be hanging out for some 10-minute absolute rocking solos.
That's ideal, man.
Yeah,
go through Luke's voice memos.
Half an hour recording.
You're ticking all the boxes for me, honestly. There's no surprise. I've been loving your music, but bit of left of field. But I want to hit a fuck, marry, kill with those influences. Yeah. And this is, I don't want to put you too much to the test, because I know you love them all.
So we picked 3.
I got 3 for you. Got Paul McCartney, Mick Jagger, and let's go Robert Plant.
Fuck, marry, kill. All right, you go first, Jack.
No, I think we got to decide as a whole. I think that's.
Yeah, I think that would be the best.
As a whole.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I reckon Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger the Hutt.
I reckon he could definitely give it, and he could take it too. So,
100%.
I reckon I'm fucking Mick Jagger.
There's no way you say. I was gonna say Robert Plant's got to cop the fucking because he's a sex icon.
But
Mick Jagger's a bit of a sex icon.
Absolutely, bro.
He
Man, he did shit. He must have like obviously gone with like Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, man.
Yeah.
He would have been getting it done.
Yeah.
But
But,
want
like,
someone,
Robert
if you're gonna
Plant-
marry, I
Robert
reckon
Plant-
You want someone to keep it exciting. And
Robert Good point.
Mick Jagger, you're like, what's for dinner? Like,
All of them actually would be a cup of tea, mate.
Yeah, you cup of tea. Yeah. England's produced a lot of good shit, except for cricket, honestly.
It's a touchy subject. We won't talk about that.
Yeah,
for a
we'll leave
while.
that one. But
Yeah. Look, I would say lock in. What do we all think straight to fuck? Fuck would be Robert Plant for me. Marry. Oh no, you can't kill Paul.
what about
Bro.
I know, like Mick
Marry
Jagger,
Paul?
Robert Plant, a lot of love, a lot of excitement, but Paul McCartney, the lover boy.
Oh
You
yeah.
trip out. He'll write you lovely love songs. You
So we
know.
marrying Paul.
Yeah, we gotta marry
Paul.
Paul.
Alright, we'll
We
marry
wouldn't.
Paul. So you're gonna kill Robert Plant?
Kill
Or you're
Robert-
gonna kill,
Oh,
That's the tough
oh
question.
man,
like,
mate, could you imagine that, Robert Plant?
I think who do you
That'd
want
be
to fuck
nuts.
the least?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
and you
that's a
don't
good
have
point.
to kill him. You can just like send a text. That's done.
I reckon you catch something from Robert Plant.
Actually, hang
You
on,
would, yeah.
that's-
The amount, I reckon the amount.
70s Robert Plant.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I reckon. Oh, it's a tough one. Yeah?
So
Alright.
we'll marry Paul McCartney.
Yep.
We're gonna kill Robert Plant. And we're gonna have hot sex with fucking
Mick
what?
Jagger.
Mick Jagger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Present day Mick Jagger.
Present day.
102-year-old Mick Jagger.
And about 3 grams of.
I'm glad we got that off.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got that off our chest.
Well, mate, I feel like I'm closer to you boys already. I feel like I
We're
know
bonded
ya.
in a different way.
Lifted off my chest after that. That's good.
So July 1st, didn't
July
just see
1st.
me reaching into the taxman's pockets and licking my lips. It saw the release of your sophomore EP,
Yes.
which is honestly my highlight. And
yeah.
I just want to hear a bit about it. How you feel?
Singularity.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went in to record at Incremental Studios, which is in Cooperoo.
Yep.
And we did that with Cameron Smith.
Not the
And
rugby player.
not the
His name's
not
actually
the
Cameron
league
Smith.
player. His name's actually Cameron Smith.
What a dude.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
And he's just got like a studio just like underneath his house or underneath a house, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And it's just like so small and intimate, and we felt really comfortable there.
Nice.
Which is really important for me, especially, and for us as a band. You know, you want to be comfortable.
yeah.
And you want to be able to get along with him as well. So it was good for us, and we wanted to record like a certain amount of songs, specific ones that we wanted to put out for a while. And yeah,
We didn't get to record all the ones we wanted to. We
Yeah.
made like a group decision that we just stick to the. We cut one song out, but we'll probably see that in later releases. But
Definitely, yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. This I feel like you have a bit to talk about this release, Lars.
yeah. Tell us your little story.
I don't know. Well, I think for.
You guys can compare this in the mirror.
All right. What am I gonna say? Well, I think in terms of recording for the EP, I think it was great for me, especially like because we've finally been able to go somewhere where I've got time and I guess resources to actually get the product that we're looking for, which is great, and I'm really happy with the final product. Like, it's great.
It sounds professional as fuck. Honestly,
Cheers.
It's really nice.
Bloody oath. Yeah, mastered by Matthew Gray, absolute legend. He's unreal. Like, you'll give it to him one morning, right? And then by like no joke 3 a.m. you'll just randomly get like a message, an email, and here you go, mate. Yeah, it's nuts. It's like, how many Red Bulls has that guy had?
It's
Yeah.
just inconceivable for me to be able to do that. It's inconceivable. Is that the
Inconceivable.
word? I don't know.
It's unthought of.
Yeah.
We have this running joke that Matty Gray is just a goblin in his room, and he's just like smashing Red Bulls from like 7 p.m. and he's just mastering like 30 different tracks at once. No, but it's like he's just
For legal purposes, that's not true at all.
it's not true. No, but we have like he's given stuff back to us at like 3 a.m. and he's just like, "Oh, sorry, this is a bit late, fellas," and bang, there you go.
No way.
And it's just like this,
Gotta
the work
respect
ethic
it,
on the
eh?
man, yeah. So and he's never disappointed us with his mastering, and we were recommended him when we first recorded Burden.
Yep.
So yeah, like we've stuck with him the whole way, and he's good at bringing that sound to life.
I think that's pretty cool to find someone so early and stick with them, you know.
Yeah,
I think developing that relationship would be so good for future music to come as well, because he knows you, you know what he knows. He does, and
He knows good at it.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Don't
exactly.
change your own broke, you know.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Whiskey in a Smoke Room was your single before that you dropped before releasing the EP.
Yep.
Fuck me. As soon as I heard that first riff, woo! You know what I'm talking about? I was so into it straight away. I really, what made you release that as a single? Obviously, it worked, but what was the thought process into that?
Yeah, we had that song for a while as a bit of a jam song. We'd kind of jam out on it for a bit, which we tried to keep that vibe throughout the song, especially in the end. If you listen to it, it changes. It pulls away from like the structure of the main song and then kind of just goes into a slow part and then builds up. And we try and incorporate that. We wanted that jammy feel in the recording, but when we play it live, we like to extend that and just exactly the way that we would always play it anyway.
I love
Practicing
to hear
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, just came to be by just playing around with a cool riff. There's that one part that really like kind of dissonant part where it goes, I don't know, you know, yeah, I don't know. You know
I know that part.
You know that part? Well, there was that. If I had guitar, I'd show you. But there was that one little part in the riff that I was sitting on for so long, and I was like, what can we do with this? And then one day we were just practicing, and then after practicing, I was like, oh, this is cool, like riff that, and Luke was on and was like, that's cool, we should work on that. And like many cool things we find, and that's said, it just gets stored in the bank. We don't touch it for ages. Right. So then a while after that, we pulled it out, and I don't know, we just kind of jammed with it, and then Liam put some lyrics to it.
Yeah, well, it felt like it came together in a matter of almost like an hour. It was crazy. It was quick when it it's strange because like Jack said, it was in the bank, in the reserve for God knows how long, and then just out of nowhere, out it comes, and just like that, it's born. You know, it was insane.
But with every song that we've written, it changes a lot over. We'll have it finished, but then it'll change 3 or 4 times still.
Right.
But we wanted to try and capture, especially with Whiskey in a Smoky Room, we wanted to try and capture the live feel of what we sound like live. I think that's what we tried to do for the whole EP. Because authentic to what we are. Yeah, and we didn't we wanted to take a different approach where we didn't want to use the metronome as well, when we recorded. So we didn't want to use the metronome.
No.
But I'm just saying, I think that then you can it goes into the music where you listen to the EP. It's the live, the drums, bass, guitar is just all live.
I think that's really clear in Dirty Woman. That solo at the end, it's just unhinged fun. You know what I mean? I think it was good to finally get that sound as well that we've been looking for. He had to get it out somehow. But I think I'm really happy with how it sounds, because I think it separates every single that we've put out or every song that we put out, because it, like you said, it sort of draws away at the end and then it slows down and then we speed up and then it's just got that all out energy at the end there.
It gives it
I think
a live feel.
I'm happy that we've captured that on a recording, and that's going to be out there forever.
Definitely,
it's something you can look back on in 20 years and go, "Fuck yeah, that's sick."
Mate.
You know,
I think also Whiskey in a Smoky Room was one of the first songs where we had the title before the song.
Yeah.
We were like, this is a really cool kind of phrase, and then we sat on that for ages, and then kind of found where it would fit.
Yeah.
And now super proud of it. Can't wait for
Definitely, it's so rock and roll. I love it.
Yeah, cheers.
So, do you say you had that title, and you saying there was that little riff that you liked? Did you go, okay, that's perfect for how we feel about that title?
Well, yes and no. Yeah, I guess so. I think we were gonna call a few things whiskey, and we were like, no, this isn't good enough. No, this isn't good enough.
It was supposed to be an EP. Like we were gonna call an EP or an album, Whiskey in a Smoky Room.
Yep.
But then once the song was finished, and we're like, has nothing to do with what we're talking about in the song, but it's got that like sound. It's got the vibe. And I think it's got the vibe. It's got that vibe. Vibes matter. But it was more like, oh fuck, I don't know what I was gonna say.
Something about vibes.
If Ethan was here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think someone said someone said something about the song, and they were like, "Oh, listening to Whiskey in a Smoky Room." I think it's on YouTube, or the comments or something on YouTube, and like, like listening to this song, like I can just picture myself like drinking whiskey in a smoky room, and it's like, well, that's good.
That's perfect.
You know, so kind of
Cheers.
Yeah, for sure.
And the second song on the EP, Light My Flame, that's like the third time we've tried to record it and put it out.
Yeah,
right.
But we were just like, if this is going to be the last time we record it, let's make it a good one. And it kind of
stoked with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as I said, I'm not any kind of professional, but like listening through multiple times, I just, there's not one part where I'm like, change that. It's just honestly perfection to me. I really, really like that album, and I'm looking at easy top 20s for Triple Z this year, I reckon.
That'd be good. Yes.
We'll try. If you had to choose one song, just for people that haven't been fortunate enough to discover you boys yet, what would you say out of that EP?
Yeah, well, the boys know what I'm going to say, but we've each got different ones, really. I think, from my point of view, there's a song on there called Love Looks, which was our single before Whiskey in a Smoky Room. And personally, for me, that song means a lot to me. And I absolutely love that song. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure, mate.
I think that whiskey's probably something that I'd want someone to find. Because it's it's not like your average song that you hear on the radio or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like 5.5 minutes long, almost 6 minutes long. Some people don't really want to listen to that kind of stuff, but I think if someone really wants to get into us and like become a fan of our music, there's that for them to find and listen to, and we've just thrown everything at it. Yeah. So it's just like
it's a song that got me.
Here we are, that's if you really want to hear that kind of side of us, where it's like Zeppelin sort of psych rock sort of path, then
it's perfect.
Throwing everything at it.
Yeah, sweet. Oh, I was gonna throw a spatter in the works and say something else, but no, like whiskey's a big one for me. I'd probably recommend that, but I think because I've really, as of late, I've really been liking Light My Flame. Hearing it out there, listening to the EP, I'll probably listen to that one the most back.
Nice.
I just really like the live feel of it. But then again, whiskey's got that super live feel. I can't decide. This is not.
It's a tough pick.
I think, like I said before, like Love Looks is probably my favorite song, but I think for the best representation of who and what we are, I think Light My Flame. Really, it's where we began. Like that's one of our oldest songs that we've made, and finally it's out there, and it will be out there forever. And I think if you really want to get a good perspective on who and what TEN12 is, Light My Flame is definitely what we are.
Great, yeah. And if you want to know who you boys are, just like listening to the passion about you boys talk about it, the knowledge you have about your songs. It's not just, we fucking jumped in the studio and chucked this together. Like it really means something to you. And,
it does. Yeah, it means everything to us.
I'll be sure to think about that the next time I'm listening to your music. I love the passion behind music, and I think that's so important, and it'll get you places, I hope. Bit more about you boys. I did a bit of a deep dive on your Insta. Actually, nothing bad.
We've got nothing.
And you're fucked. I saw fucking Broncos jersey in there, bloody Brilliant Beers shirt. I love them both, but
fucking boys.
I just want to know a bit. What are you into other than music?
What are you into, man?
Me?
Yeah, you've got the Lakers and the Bulls here.
Well, to be honest, I actually just on my way here, well, before I got here, I was actually playing 2K.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, well, I'm a gamer, but yeah, I like basketball. I go for the Toronto Raptors. Yeah, yeah, I know, man. Yeah,
right, so
into the
I'm just
Wikipedia.
looking for the Toronto. merch.
I don't have it. Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, well, I'm into a bunch of stuff. I think now at the moment, I'm getting into podcasts quite a bit.
Yeah.
Started listening to Bloody Brilliant Beers. Fuck yeah, those guys are good, eh?
Bit of a frothy.
Oh, I'm a frothy. Yeah. Yeah, I just bought their merch on Tuesday actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's good. Yeah.
Would you boys ever rock some merch?
I've actually got a shirt. I got the one where Klutzy's on the back with the
Riding the horse.
yeah, riding the horse.
Klutzy's rig.
Yeah, Klutzy's rig.
Funny, eh?
And there's so much happening on that shirt. It's fucking awesome.
They're Bridgie boys too.
Yeah, they are. Like we've actually been featured on their podcast as Band of the Week a couple times.
You kidding?
And yeah, they're like, go and check out the boys, and it's like, fuck yeah. Every time it comes out, we just check like message the group chat. We're like, oh, we're fucking on the potty this week,
sick,
boys.
man.
Yeah, so
yeah.
it was good. But Liam and I played football when we were a bit younger together, and yeah, man, fucking love me league. Unfortunately, I am the only Blue supporter in the friend group.
Door's over there, bro.
I know the door's very close. Yeah. It's looking at me funny.
I hate that.
No, but yeah, it's
quality.
look, man. We got absolutely destroyed, man. Absolutely fucked this year.
I reckon Freddie's a Queenslander.
Freddie needs to fuck off.
Yeah, fucking off.
Freddie needs to go. No, but oh man, look, even the things that he's done to the new team, we could go on all day about that.
Oh yeah, man. This isn't a music podcast. Pause.
But yeah, man, I've done some rapping and stuff when I was a bit younger, so I got really into that when I was a bit younger, and like really been into my sport pretty much my whole life.
Hell yeah,
man. Yeah, that's pretty much me.
Yeah, yourself, Jacko.
Yeah, I know. Band's a really big part of life for me, right? Day-to-day life right now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, apart from just normal day work, I do surf lifesaving. I love the beach.
Hell yeah.
Love getting up there, compete against other clubs and stuff. Yeah, that takes up a lot of weekends when I'm not trying to gig and stuff. But
that's a tough combo.
Yeah.
Gig Friday.
Yeah.
Surf lifesaving on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Off the beach at 6. Yeah.
What's happening next week?
Happening on Sunday. Yeah, driving back from the Gold Coast to make the gig. Our gig, which is on Sunday.
Yeah. But, whereabouts are you doing your surf lifesaving?
I'll be down at Karawa.
Oh sweet, I'll look out for you, mate. I'm just at Burley, so I'll
sweet.
swing through.
Yeah. Come down to the beach, man. There'll be heaps of boats lined up and stuff.
Yeah.
So I do that quite a bit. Yeah, just love the beach, love getting out in the sun.
Yeah. Good stuff. I agree with all of those things. That's fucking good, mate.
Yes.
On my deep dive, I just saw something about the boiler room.
Yes. Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, the boiler room. Yeah, that was the.
I went deep, man. I went
commitment. I appreciate. I can respect that. No, it was.
no, you're good. You're good. Just don't scroll on my Instagram. Cool.
I can give you all my money, man. Yeah, no, but it was it was literally just the fucking laundry at my old house. It's the first house I moved to when I moved to Queensland.
Yep.
And we used to have like a big room in the house, like the master bedroom was like the room for the drums and stuff, but it was we turned it into a room, so we used downstairs and we put some curtains up and stuff.
Yeah.
And man, we practiced there for fucking ages.
We practiced
the amount of hours
for a solid year.
When we first started, man, I'd probably 4 or 5 times a week.
Our neighbours fucking hated us.
Yeah.
The next day, I was like,
the next door neighbour, man, he literally started a petition in the whole street to get us to stop, and he was like going around door to door.
No way.
Can we get these boys to stop? And like everyone was like, nah.
No, Luke, it's something on both of us.
Yeah, we were practicing one day and we could hear this dude screaming. He was like, "Oi!" Open up the window.
We heard him when we stopped playing.
Yeah.
A second.
I'm not saying we're sounding great or anything, but like he was like, "Oh, can you turn the fucking racket down?" And sort
racket,
of like,
mate, this is a fucking master.
It was like, mate, we could be out stealing cars, but we're just here playing some music. You know? No, but no. We opened the window, like peeking through, and we're like, mate, chill out. And then
Also, for legal purposes, we'd have never stolen a car.
I didn't say we steal cars. I say we could be juveniles.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Zoomie. We
Nah, just cut that out.
yeah, we really like that place. It's when we first started, as Luke's saying, like we just spent a lot of time in that room, and it's tiny, it's smaller than this room.
Yeah.
And to have a drum kit and like 2 amps and then like a PA for the mic, it was feeding back every time you went.
Yeah,
But it was just the I'm trying not to say vibe. It was just the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was just so
we
good.
had.
Yeah, it was all we had, and that's all we wanted. Like it was perfect. We just loved it.
Yeah.
Saying
That
goodbye to it
little
was
place.
saying goodbye to it was hard.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
We've been very fortunate with the neighbours since.
Yeah, you grow an affinity to things like that, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, maybe when you're rich and famous, you can buy that house again and roll with that.
Yeah, it's actually for lease right now. We
Yeah,
saw
it
it
is.
the other day.
Yeah, fuck, let's do it. I'll chip in just to get you boys living the dream.
You run the podcast out of the boiler room.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah,
How
dude.
sick would that be? We'll hang this up.
So we better get to the main event, July 9th, Black Bear Lodge.
Yeah, Black Bear Lodge.
Black Bear
Mate,
Lodge.
you take that, lads.
Yeah, July 9th. We've got a fucking sick gig lined up at Black Bear Lodge,
I heard
man.
it's gonna be naughty.
Yeah, it's gonna get fucking horny as, man. It's nuts. Like, I'm so excited, dude. Like,
Yeah.
great lineup. Maybe a bit of surprise in there as well. Some merch going. Oh man. Oh fuck, I'm so keen, eh?
I'm especially keen to play with Lazy Guns. I actually came across their music a couple months back, probably 6 months back, and they're playing music that we're playing similar to, kind of, like we want to try and get bands on that we sound like as well.
Yeah, we'll keep your vibe.
Although it's also enjoying their music as well. So I was kind of like pushing that for a bit, and it's good to get a Sunny Coast band, and it kind of works both ways. We kind of we're like, well, if we get in close with these guys, we could play with them up in Sunny Coast and sort of just spread out and go from there. And
For sure.
so it's kind of like making connections.
There's a band playing called New Living.
And a New Living.
right.
We saw them at Junk Bar with Special Features. Shout out to Special Features, by the way.
Shout out to
If
Features.
they're watching this, we fucking love your shit. No, but we saw New Living and we were like, they're awesome. Drummer's great.
They were so good.
And it's kind of good. Just like we haven't played with these two bands before.
Yeah.
And that's exciting for us as well to sort of
Yeah.
put ourselves out there with different bands and go forward from there.
That's great. I love to see you just frothing at the mouth, bro. It's so good.
Yeah,
Absolutely
Black Bear's awesome
salivating.
too.
Black Bear's a great venue to
Oh,
play
it's
in as well.
perfect. Yeah. Just
awesome.
it's like that long,
Yeah,
narrow, just really like.
Great sound in there.
You could have fucking 10 people there and it would pump.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm
It's
hearing
great.
from all sources. I'm hearing sellout crowds. Fucking
It's good. Good
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. July
Yeah.
9th. You can get tickets all the way. You can still get tickets.
Yeah, where can we find them?
You can find them in the link in our bio on
No
Instagram.
way.
Where else can you find
We
them?
should probably have somewhere else where you can find
You can
tickets.
find tickets on our website, probably.
Our
Yes.
website and our Spotify.
Probably.
And our Spotify.
Yeah.
If you actually go on Spotify,
Oh, there you go.
you go down and it's
I
like
know.
live events.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be fucking
It's
crazy.
gonna be a good time.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
For a Sunday.
Oh, the Sunday sessions are always
just take Monday
You
off.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, Sunday session.
Call the boss. I'm sick. Not coming in.
call them to call Wavelengths Music.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll,
Get written approval from Wavelength.
So last question for you fellas. We just like to ask everyone. You kind of answered it already, but just local bands you've been really loving recently. Anyone?
Oh yeah,
Just wanna call out.
so many. For me, Special Features.
Yeah.
Fuck, those boys are going off. They sound great. Yeah, absolute guns. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They're great.
Awesome. Yeah.
I've been frothing Specky Feet as well. That's what we got the nickname for you guys. Specky Feet.
Specky Feet.
Yeah, Specky Feet. That's just. But yeah, I love Special Features. Dial as well.
Yep.
They put out some good stuff. They actually backed up for Betty Ray's the other week, last weekend.
Tour de
It's
Frothy.
fucking insane, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't mind Vintage Veneer either. We've seen those guys. I've seen some of their live stuff. They do it like 4ZZZ.
Nice.
And those guys are really awesome.
Yeah, sweet.
Allura as well.
Yeah.
Allura, great. We just caught up with them the other day. It was,
did you?
it was good fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great.
Yeah.
Bands that come to mind: the Dandies, which are a Brisbane
Yeah,
band, which
man.
are fucking sick.
Danny's were there too.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mads is there.
Yeah. Oh, was this the other night at
Space and Ages.
I was there.
Were you there?
I was there.
Get fucked.
What? I was a really drunk guy up the front.
Oh, well, I was a drunk guy in the back.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would have seen you on the way out.
Yeah.
Nah, otherwise, yeah, love Dial, love Specky Feet.
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon there's heaps. I just can't think of any right now.
Yeah, no,
But,
that's great
yeah.
answers, boys. Look, I really appreciate you coming out. It's so good to meet you, and I can't wait to see how well you play on Sunday night.
Sweet.
And gonna keep frothing the album, so thank you.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us, John.
Thanks.